I come as an advocate and a patient, and I just want to leave a legacy. I have this amazing son who's 26 years old, and at 8 months, I went to my doctor's office, but dragged my husband with me because I kept getting yelled at every month that I was gaining 15, 20, 25, 35 pounds, and I just didn't want to get yelled at again. So I bring him, and the doctor is yelling now, and my husband thankfully interrupts him and says, "Doctor, she's drinking 7 quarts of orange juice a day." "Oh, shit. Let's send you for a blood glucose test." In which case I went, and I was then on a high-risk pregnancy doctor's ultrasound table until I gave birth to that baby. Every single day. No education, got on insulin. I asked why I was doing this. They said just checking the baby, and I had an 8-pound, 8-ounce baby, and I too was hooked up to IVs and this fetal monitor and was not allowed to get up. Before that happened, I was okay in the bathroom. You know, just let me walk around and work it out. I didn't say boo about the pain. And then they had this suction as I pushed for 5 hours. And I was a grade 4 episiotomy the next day. That's what everybody said. "Oh, you're the grade 4. So I found out that my husband couldn't cut the cord because I was hemorrhaging. That's why I had so much pain from them stitching me. It wasn't the birth, really, that was that bad. It was the stitching. And then I found out 2 months later when I called my doctor that they weren't just hemorrhoids, that I had feces coming through my vaginal rectum wall, and I had a fistula. So I needed surgery 6 months later to correct that. And for people that don't know what that is, women in the 1800s had it all the time. And so the second baby, I was pregnant when Stephen was 1 year old. Everybody was amazed. And I had to have cesarean because they were afraid I would need a colostomy bag if I gave birth regularly. So I willingly did that. That was a piece of cake, by the way. And they're awesome. And there was no education other than, you don't have diabetes anymore. That was the next morning after giving birth. So I've been saying for years that people should get checked every 6 months to a year for diabetes. And I am so thrilled to be here and hopefully leave a legacy that I can see. And my legacy is this. You're all awesome in this room. Every single one of you are incredible. But you only have so much time with us, and we need education, and we need support systems, and we need diabetes sisters and cards to be given out at offices for support systems for women, because we need people to understand on a monthly basis that if we don't have support from our family members, you guys can do as much as you want, but if we don't have that peer-to-peer support, we're kind of lost, particularly when we get yelled at for A1Cs. So I'm here to advocate that support is the biggest thing that we need, and Diabetes Sisters taught me more than anyone ever did in the field. And I thank God that I walked around probably for 7 to 10 years with diabetes. I had thrush in my mouth. That's how bad I was when I finally said, "Can you do a diabetes test?" And I found and was blessed 2 months later to find Diabetes Sisters on Facebook. And I went to a conference, and it's changed my walk and my journey with diabetes. It's not something that needs to kill you. It's not something that means that we can't ride a bike or have an ice cream or eat a brownie. It's doable. It's not cancer. But it does need to change, and I hope it starts here. Thanks.